Hello, this is Pierre Ethier. This is we are on July 15th. We are close to the city of Tromso in northern Norway, in Norway's Finnmark. Today I'm going to talk about the unknown or unadmitted or unconfronted history of NOTs, known as NOT Rundown, New OT5. There are some legends and rumors by some people who have left the church who are imagining that this was all created by someone else than Ron Hubbard. I can assure you this is not true. The rundown was developed by Ron Hubbard with the assistance of David Mayo. However, all the ideas, all the commands, all the rundowns are differently designed by Hubbard. And for those who cannot believe that, I suggest you consult facts instead of looking inside of yourself or listening to rumors. This said, the rundown was introduced in late 1978 with a lot of hype. It was stated clearly in a directive written by Ron Hubbard that this was meant to be a rundown done before OT8. It was not an OT level by itself. The OT4, OT5, OT6, and OT7s that had been developed in the early 1970s were still to be done at the appropriate time. Sometime around 1982, an executive directive came, blue on blue, not signed by Ron Hubbard, not approved by him, not even a mention of Ron Hubbard in the issue. That issue, written by the boards of directors, completely anonymous, stated that the bridge was redone and renamed, and that from that point on, the OT drug rundown was called New OT4, NOT rundown was called New OT5, solo NOT scores was New OT6, and solo NOT auditing was New OT7. It was not even stated that Ron Hubbard had even approved nor ordered that change. After a number of court appearances and a case against David Mayo, because the church did not want anyone to utilize any technology so that people might go free elsewhere, the strategy of the church, because they did not want to reveal the originals as the judge was utterly unwilling to seal them, the strategy was to not deny the claim of David Mayo, the outrageous claim that he had developed it. It's very clear that David Mayo did not develop NOTs. He admitted it publicly many times before or since. He was a compiler and he assisted in clarifying some points by writing some secondary issues. However, the church continued ignoring the fact that there was a claim perceived that David Mayo had a significant part in the developing of the rundown. And then they finally decided in 1991 to revise the NOT course because it had been used and delivered unchanged since 1978. So in 1991, I myself did the new NOT course, having done the old one around 1980. And I was shocked to see how all the changes, except 2 or 3, were entirely cosmetic. In other words, every single bulletin, there are 55 NOTs issues, numbered 1 to 55. Every single one of the old one corresponded to the new one, same title, same content, same ideas, is that there was simply a rewrite because many of the earlier NOTs issues were obviously dictated, and dictated verbatim, and therefore it did not flow as well as written prose. However, the program was the same. The issue showing the program had every single step, every single reference in the exact same sequence, the steps doing the exact same thing. A few commands were added, a few questions were added on a few steps, which simply did not change anything. It simply perhaps made it a bit more precise. Incidentally, 3 steps were revised to a greater or lesser degree. While the church claimed that they had removed David Mayo entirely from the equation, the exact opposite was true. One of the 3 steps, the bulletin that is claimed to be from the church and was not published by the church until 1991, was a plagiarizing of David Mayo's own publication dated 1984, when he was running the Advanced Ability Center. So that was therefore another lie. They copied David Mayo while claiming they've removed him. Well, this is all for today. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. Thank you.